dive into it. Billions, great show. Sons of Anarchy, I've heard it's a great show. I've never seen it, which I'm sure I'll get hazed and razzed upon by y'all for in here. Alrighty, that being said, let's get started. This is break 1336. Break 1336, the Prizm Baseball one box pick your team. And after this week, we're switching out the Prizm Baseball. We're gonna have some new eBay auctions next week. You're gonna see an eBay auction for some Topps Chrome Baseball next week. Figured we'd institute a licensed product. We're definitely keeping Absolute Baseball though. That's for sure. And then the return of 2020-21 Prizm Fast Break NBA. We're gonna do a little Revolution and some NBA as well. All right, DJ LeMahieu of the New York Yankees going to Ben, followed by Ozzie Smith of the St. Louis Cardinals. Justin Verlander of the Houston Astros, followed by Logan Gilbert, RC. Logan Gilbert of the Seattle Mariners headed to Ben. Then we have Mike Schmidt of the Philadelphia Phillies, a Nate Pearson RC of the Toronto Blue Jays going to Ben as well. Then we have a Dylan Carlson RC of the St. Louis Cardinals to Darshan, followed by an old school Johnny Bench of the Cincinnati Reds headed to Matthew. We have Willie Castro here of the Detroit Tigers, and then we're going to have a red out of 99, and that looks like the Red Wave. Will Craig RC of the Pittsburgh Pirates headed to Peter. And then we have just your basic red Brent Rooker of the Minnesota Twins. That's not going to be numbered, and that is going to be heading to Chris, followed by a rookie class Kohei Arihara of the Texas Rangers going to Mr. CEO. And as you might have seen in our last break, we do run down the rookies typically, but in big boxes like the Panini Prizm Baseball, we only run down the rookie inserts and parallels. Because otherwise we'd be here for all day, just not opening, just talking about what we did run through. All right, we got Austin Meadows of the Tampa Bay Rays, Brandon Woodruff of Milwaukee, a little Clark Schmidt action of the New York Yankees headed to Ben, followed by Max Scherzer of the Nationals. Then we have Evan White of the Seattle Mariners going to Ben. Paul Goldschmidt of the St. Louis Cardinals, followed by Alex Rodriguez of the Mariners, Joey Gallo of the Texas Rangers, Jacob deGrom of the Mets, a fearless Christian Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers, followed by a Shane McCallahan of the Tampa Bay Rays, and that is going to be heading to T-Man, followed by a Tucker Davidson. That's going to be a silver Tucker Davidson, and that is of the Atlanta Braves headed to Ben as well. Following that up, we have Helia Ramos, emergent of the San Francisco Giants, going to Cynthia. And you see the BT Roxy card, so you know we've got our first hit, and that is going to be a rookie autographs Luis Garcia out of 75 of the Washington Nationals heading to T-Man. Right there. 36 out of 75. Nice hit for T-Man to get started with our first rookie auto right there. We have a Dalton Jeffries of the Oakland Athletics, and that is heading to Cynthia, followed up by Daniel Lynch of the Kansas City Royals going to Jason. Then we have Alex Verdugo of the Boston Red Sox headed to Ben, followed by Jared Olivia of the Pittsburgh Pirates, and that is going to Peter. Then we have Ryan Castellani of the Colorado Rockies going to Bob, followed by Tyler Glasnow of the Tampa Bay Rays, a little Joe Adell RC of the Los Angeles Angels, and that is going to be going to Jay, followed by Cal Ripken of the Orioles, a Illumination Trey Turner of the Washington Nationals heading to T-Man, followed by Christian Javier of the Houston Astros going to Mr. CEO, and then we have a blue Albert Abreu RC, that's not going to be numbered right there, of the New York Yankees going to Ben, and a Sluggers, Aaron Judge of the Yankees to finish off that pack. And as we get ready to open up the fourth pack in this one, I just want to say thank you and give a shout out to Peter, Jason, and Bruce for joining BreakTraders for the first time. Always great to see new customers with us. And y'all can use promo code NEWBT for 20% off your first order at BreakTraders.com. We have Justin Turner of the Dodgers, Eloy Jimenez of the White Sox, Albert Pujols of the Angels, followed by Joey Bart RC of the San Francisco Giants, headed to Cynthia. And then we have Javier Baez of the Chicago Cubs, Miguel Yajur of the Pittsburgh Pirates RC going to Peter. And then we have Mr. Starling Marte of the Miami Marlins, followed by an Illumination Luis Robert of the Chicago White Sox, headed to Ben. And then we have Mookie Betts of the Dodgers, followed by a lime green Alex Verdugo of the Boston Red Sox. That's going to be out of 125, and that's number 57 out of 125, heading to Ben. Followed by a red Trevor Larnach of the Minnesota Twins RC going to Chris. And then we have a fireworks Corey Seager of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Have any of you been keeping up with the new season of Ted Lasso, the second season of Ted Lasso? I want no spoilers in the chat, but would just how do people feel about it? Noah Syndergaard of the Mets, followed by Brooks Robinson of the Orioles. Then we have Victor Gonzalez of the Los Angeles Dodgers going to Jay. Jose Garcia of the Cincinnati Reds headed to Matthew. Then we have Giancarlo Stanton of the New York Yankees, followed by an Edward Olivares of the Kansas City Royals going to Jason. And then we have Alex Kirilloff of the Minnesota Twins. Alex Kirilloff of the Minnesota Twins going to Chris. A fearless Josh Bell of the Washington Nationals going to T-Man as well. Then we have Xander Bogaerts of the Red Sox. And Zach McKinstry rookie autograph of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And that is going to be heading to Jay. Then we have a silver Corbin Bruins of the Milwaukee Brewers and a slugger Cody Bellinger of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people I mean, Apple TV's got a lot of great shows though, Brennan. For $4.99 a month, I think it's the best streaming service out there for the price. Ramon Urias of the Baltimore Orioles to Ben. Ramon Laureano of the Oakland Athletics. Trevor Bauer of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Tanner Hook of the Boston Red Sox going to Ben as well. Followed by David Peterson of the New York Mets going to Bruce. Walker Buehler of the Dodgers. Followed by Johan Ovidio of the St. Louis Cardinals headed to Darshan. And then we have Mr. Tyler Stevenson of the Cincinnati Reds, and that is going to be heading to Matthew, followed by an old school Bob Gibson of the St. Louis Cardinals. Then we have Luis Castillo of the Cincinnati Reds, a blue Brooks Robinson of the Baltimore Orioles going to Ben. And then we have a rookie class Evan White of the Seattle Mariners, and that is going to be heading to Ben as well. So there's another great show on Apple TV called S-E-E. And Jason Momoa is in it. Batista joins in the second season. And it's a killer show. And then I really enjoyed the morning show, but I know not everyone did. It depends if that's your cup of tea or not. Ryan Weathers, RC of the Padres to Jim. Followed by Garrett Cole of the New York Yankees, Corey Seager of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Mark McGwire of the St. Louis Cardinals, Mickey Moyniak of the Philadelphia Phillies headed to Ben, followed by Jesus Sanchez of the Miami Marlins, and that is going to Ben as well. Then we have Nick Montagrill of the Chicago White Sox going to Ben, followed by a fearless Rafael Devers of the Boston Red Sox. Then we got Dustin Mays of the Los Angeles Dodgers, a Red Mojo Shane McCallahan RC. The Red Mojo Shane McCallahan out of 149 of the Tampa Bay Rays going to T-Man. And then we have a red Ronald Acuna Jr., and that is going to be a stained glass of the Atlanta Braves going to Ben, followed by a emergent Yuliki Cespedes of the Chicago White Sox headed to Ben as well. And when I was just watching the new episode of Ted Lasso, they had a trailer there. Jon Stewart is going to be hosting. It feels like a talk variety show right there. It was not numbered. Not numbered. Hold on, I've got the checklist out right here. So they have red ones as well, and it is not numbered. So I feel like these stained glass and every other product are extremely valuable cards, and then this one I just feel like they're kind of disappointing. Jack Morris of the Twins, Jose Ramirez of the Cleveland Guardians, followed by Trevor Rogers of the Miami Marlins headed to Ben. Then we have Ryan Jeffers of the Minnesota Twins going to Chris, followed by Kybert Ruiz of the Los Angeles Dodgers going to Jay, followed by Garrett Crochet of the Chicago White Sox headed to Ben. Then we have a Kohei Arihara of the Texas Rangers headed to Mr. CEO. Travis Blakenhorn of the Minnesota Twins going to Chris, followed by Jose Altuve of the Houston Astros. A Mookie Betts stained glass of the Los Angeles Dodgers going to Jay. And then we're going to have Tony Gwynn of the San Diego Padres. Tony Gwynn of the San Diego Padres, followed by a Alex Manoah RC. That's silver of the Toronto Blue Jays going to Ben. And then we have a stargazing Mookie Betts of the Los Angeles Dodgers right there. And you see the Rocks card, which means you know a hit is coming. And it is going to be another rookie autographs, and this one's going to be Mickey Moyniak of the Philadelphia Phillies, and that is going to be heading to Ben. And we have 4 packs left in this break. Ronald Acuna Jr. of the Braves, Zach Gallen of the Diamondbacks, Trevor Story of the Rockies, Francisco Lindor of the Mets, Blake Snell of the Padres, a Jazz Chisholm RC of the Miami Marlins, followed by Albert Abreu of the New York Yankees are right there. And then we have Monte Harrison of the Miami Marlins. All right, thank you for checking that, Harry. I will pulled that out right there, and we will put that as a featured card and get that top loaded. The Illumination Joe Adele of the Los Angeles Angels going to Jay, followed by Salvador Perez of the Kansas City Royals. And then we're going to have a blue RC Jazz Chisholm of the Miami Marlins headed to Ben, and a championship stage Justin Turner of the Los Angeles Dodgers going to Jay. Chris Bryant of the Cubs, followed by Andy Young of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and that's going to Bob, followed by Ken Griffey Jr. of the Mariners, Zach Plessick of the Guardians, Jose Marmelos of the Seattle Mariners RC headed to bed, Anthony Santana of the Baltimore Orioles. Then we have Luis Patino RC of the Tampa Bay Rays headed to T-Man, followed up by Jose Altuve Fearless of the Houston Astros going to Mr. CEO. Michael Brantley of Houston. Then we're going to have a blue, and that looks like a blue wave Giancarlo Stanton. That's going to be out of 199. 199, a blue mojo of the New York Yanks headed to Ben. The red, Kyle Hendricks of the Chicago Cubs. And then a lumber ink. And that is going to be the New York Yankees, Aaron Judge. Rod Carew of the Los Angeles Angels, a Luis Garcia RC of the Washington Nationals, the T-Man, Isaiah Kenner Falafel of the Rangers, Santiago Espinal of the Toronto Blue Jays headed to Ben, Aaron Nola of the Phillies. We have William Contreras of the Atlanta Braves going to Ben as well. Then we have Luis Gonzalez of the Chicago White Sox headed to Ben, followed by Sandy Koufax of the Los Angeles Dodgers going to Jay, followed by a Dalton Varsho RC of the Arizona Diamondbacks headed to Bob. And then we have a blue Jonathan Stever out of 60, and that's going to be an RC, and that is going to be the blue wave right there of the Chicago White Sox, and that's going to be headed to Ben, followed by a red Dansby Swanson of the Braves, and a Sluggers George Springer of the Toronto Blue Jays. We have a Taylor Trammell RC of the Seattle Mariners, followed by Sixto Sanchez of the Miami Marlins. Then we got Jose Barrios of the Twins, followed by Ivan Rodriguez of the Rangers, Alex Bregman of the Houston Astros, Braxton Garrett of the Miami Marlins headed to Ben as well, followed by Hyesung Kim of the San Diego Padres RC going to Jim, Cody Bellinger of the Dodgers, a fearless Garrett Cole of the New York Yankees going to Ben, Hyunjin Aru of the Toronto Blue Jays, a Noah Syndergaard of the New York Mets, blue right there, and then a rookie class Ryan Mountcastle of the Baltimore Orioles going to Ben. Alrighty, and here we go. We're going to run down our rookie inserts and parallels. We have Ryan Mountcastle of the Orioles, Jonathan Stever with that blue wave out of 60, Jazz Chisholm of the Miami Marlins, Yuliki Cespedes of the White Sox, Shane McCallahan with the red mojo of the Tampa Bay Rays, followed by Evan White, rookie class of the Seattle Mariners, Trevor Larnach, red of the Twins, Albert Abreu, blue of the New York Yankees, Heliot Ramos of the San Francisco Giants, Kohei Arihara of the Texas Rangers going to Mr. CEO. Brent Rooker, red of the Twins, and a Will Craig, red mojo out of 199, or red wave out of 199 of the Pittsburgh Pirates headed to Peter. And now on to our featured cards. First, we have this red stained glass Ronald Acuna Jr. of the Atlanta Braves going to Ben. And then we have our two silver rookie autographs. We have Zach McKinstry of the Los Angeles Dodgers going to Jay. Mickey Moniak of the Philadelphia Phillies to Ben. And then the out of 75, Luis Garcia of the Washington Nationals heading to T-Man. And with that, we are done with break 1336, and I just realized we were not at BT Park. I apologize about that, folks. Luckily, we have football coming up next, so we will be right back with some certified hobby break 1337.